against the number 3 Bengals, and went on to not only win on this occasion, but become the first 6th seed to ever win a Super Bowl up in Detroit, Super Bowl 40.
Well, in the best group he's ever had around him since he's been a Steeler. His 12th year, this is the best offense he has had.
Mike Nugent drives this one all the way through the back of the end zone. No chance for Wheaton's return. Were the matchups against the Bengals. Here's a quick throw, and it comes over to Bryant, and he steps out after a gain of 5. Here is the handoff to Toussaint, and there is perfect to throw him down for a loss of a couple. From the pocket, Roethlisberger, pump fake and throw, and off the hands of Hayward Bay.
It's perfect all over the receiver.
There's Jordan Berry's punt on the way. And a fair catch made by Adam Jones. McCarron. Quick throw. It's a quick completion on the board to A.J. Green against the Bengals just 4 weeks ago. Here's the handoff to Hill. And the early contact by Shazier.
In the offense, they said to us, we have everything in. Even though he's a young quarterback, we did not hold back on the game plan. Very important.
Start. Offense, number 77, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Here he is in motion. Pressure on McCarron, steps in front of it, and is able to get it over to Eifert, who tried to fight for the first down yardage and stopped a yard short. Antonio Brown, who has 4 career punt return touchdowns, 3 of them against Cincinnati. And he'll try the return. Slips by the first contact. Brought down shy of the 20. And Toussaint this time has a lane and gets about 9 running here tonight. You see Heath Miller moving into a slot. There's a pass play for well, did he get the first down? Forward progress. They're going to have it. Antonio Brown.
He works at it so hard.
Did not have a 100-yard game in either matchup against the Bengals. That pass sails over the head of Martavis Bryant. Team did 10 years ago under the leadership of Bill Cowher. That would be 100, getting him to the Super Bowl. This is Brown. And he battles for about 5 before Iloka bumps him out. And that's Miller, and they collapse in on him and hold him short of the first down. Mauluga and others.
Tonight, that's what they said. We are fresh, healthy, and ready to go.
A lot of hang time with this one. Tate. There is a flag thrown in. Shamarko Thomas was a little too close.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team, 15-yard penalty, 1st down. Timeout on the field.
Over 130 years. Here we go now with the penalty, bringing him out to the 29, and Jeremy Hill called on 1st down and clogged up for a loss of 1 by James Harrison. And now you see Cincinnati 24 seasons. Pass to the sideline, and it's caught by Marvin Jones.
That time that William gave Marvin Jones, and that's why A.J. McCarron can make some of these situations like this. When the game starts, man, you react and you play.
There's a flag thrown.
False start. Offense number 77. The defensive end did not get into the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
Sext Whitworth, and it's a 1st and 15. Another one on the field, another marker.
Play game defense. Action within 1 yard of the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty replay. 1st down. There is no play.
Whitworth. I'm sure that's why Whitworth is on edge.
4 receivers stacked to the right, Eifert to the left. McCarron was wanting to go to his tight end and now forces the throwaway.
Before it, just be ready to stop their real offense when they run.
Here comes a blitz on McCarron. Shakes off the hit. Now looking for a place to go, and the Steelers will get credit for the sack. It's Harrison.
It's all can run. They'll clean up the mess.
Timmons to the sideline for this 3rd and 12. And they set up screen. Tight end screen to Eifert. Spin move and another one. And he's got the first down. Takes a couple of Pittsburgh players with him all the way to the 45. First time either side has been past midfield, and Hill, with his third carry, he has been contained each of
are active, and right now they're winning the battle against the Bengals.
2nd and 11. McCarron threads it to Eifert with two Steeler defenders right around him. Shazier and Blake were there, but it's a gain of 8 for Cincinnati. By Mitchell, and had to miss a couple of games after that. 3rd and 3 for the Bengals. And it falls incomplete. Well covered that time by Robert Golden. Here, Huber standing near midfield. Takes something off of this one. And gets the great bounce down to the 6. Miller joined by Spaeth and Jesse James. And it's Toussaint weaving through traffic. And he's got another first down carry.
Everything, pass blocking, just has a great feel for the game. That's why he started.
2nd and 1, but he is hammered this time. Maualuga's off to a great start in this game, and Iloka was the one who hit him first. And 2. Looking for options. Flags are out as Toussaint takes off. And finally, Nelson ends it near the 40.
Prior to the pass, holding defense number 55. Penalties declined. Resulting play, first down.
His defense.
First down, Toussaint. And he's got all the yardage on this drive that we saw. Williams on the sideline. Todman's in the backfield on 2nd and 4. Here's his first carry. Nice cut. And again, what a move. Finally, Nelson shoves him into the bench.
Look at that, Keith Butler getting into it on the sideline.
Here we go.
No, I'm sorry, that's Mike Munchak, the offensive line coach. With Reggie Nelson. But what a cut by Todman to get that big play inside, takes it outside, picks up the extra yards.
Well, there is a flag in the mass of people over there.
We were wanting to make sure the players kept everything under control. We forgot to say the coaches too.
Tomlin going to keep his crew back. This was a hit that certainly rankled Mike Munchak. Nelson, and I don't know if the flag is going to be first on Nelson or some reactionary flag as well. There's the Hall of Famer Mike Munchak.
Yep, and I was just going to talk about what a job.
The ruling on the field is a first down, and after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. The coach pushed the player. The down will count. 15-yard penalty, first down, Pittsburgh.
Here. It's Todman on the pitch, and he's got a nice run.
Boy, we're going to call this tight, and rightly so.
2nd and 1. Toussaint has the first at the Cincinnati 40.
Boy, you're worried about the pass. You think, well, Pittsburgh doesn't have the running backs. Not enough guys up there to stop the run. Pittsburgh doing a good job.
By the way, they had 50 yards rushing in the quarter, which has come to a close. Todman bounces around, is able to fall forward for 1. Maualuga has hold of him, and one more look at what happened here.
You know, I think at first it started, let me protect you, then all of a sudden
Munchak had hold of his hair.
they had the hair too, which is not a penalty.
Draw. Todman up the middle. Maualuga tripped him up. 140,000 in fines. 3rd and 6, and they get to him. It's Nelson who's hobbling after making the sack.
Well, what you do, you have 5 wide receivers, 4 wide receivers.
Those breast cancer survivors in the Cincinnati area, as you see Nelson is getting help to the sideline. He has always tormented Roethlisberger in his career. 3 picks I mentioned earlier just this season alone. 6 overall.
It's a big deal.
Yes, it is. And Barry's punt gets the fair catch from Brandon Tate. Roethlisberger on the sack. And his own player appeared to have stepped on him. Was Vincent Ray.
First down. Timeout.
By the way, a holding penalty too on the punt receiving team. So the Bengals backed up. Has them beginning near the 7 with Hill. Dupree, the rookie first rounder, on his back right away after a gain of 2. It did not look good as Reggie Nelson was helped to the Cincinnati locker room. Could not put any weight really to speak of.
Watch his left foot. Steps on Vincent Ray.
Taking him right to the x-ray room. 2nd down and 8 as McCarron goes underneath to Sanu and could not get away from Brandon Boykin, but again a mere 4 yards. That's to Eifert. Look out. Coming up was William Gay, who had a pick 6 against McCarron. 6 total drives in this game. And now the 6th punt. It's Huber. He's going to get a good number off of this one.
Offense, they have good defensive backs. They can cover. And we've seen that here tonight.
That's Toussaint for 2. Maualuga on another tackle, and with Nelson out, Cincinnati has brought in Sean Williams at safety.
They've made a lot of plays here tonight.
2nd and 8. Play action. And Green's coming down pretty strong. Roethlisberger's throw in the area of Wheaton, incomplete. Brandon Tate back at the 18-yard line. Here's Barry. This is returnable. Got by Thomas, and then was met by Moats. We are now fumble and fallen on right away by McCarron. We're 19 minutes into this game with no points. And a 2nd and 11. McCarron. They've got him, and the ball is on the ground. And Bowling is there to fall on us. You could smell draw coming all along. It's Bernard to the 31. Helps change a little bit of the field position as he gets some of the loss back. That's a rush of 14 for Bernard.
Well, everybody involved with this football, the snappers, the holders, the kickers. You know, Jim, it's raining now. So I don't care how much you've rubbed the footballs up and how.
Huber for the 4th time. Brown steps up to field it and falls after just a couple of yards.
Yeah.
Days of yesteryear. 1st and 10. Toussaint.
Honest, they've done that. They cannot get their passing game going.
Well, here he is to throw on 2nd and 6. He's got Antonio. There is a flag out as Kirkpatrick does a nice job of cutting off the angle.
Prior to the pass being thrown, illegal contact, defense number 58. 5 yards from the previous spot.
So we brought it up quite a bit to both teams, throwing that much.
He wears a glove on his left hand, not his throwing hand. Here's a 1st down give. Toussaint brought down by Michael Johnson for no gain. That defense without arguably its quarterback and Reggie Nelson out with an injury in this one. Roethlisberger bodies around and he's hit from behind. Geno Atkins.
Nobody open down the field.
And a penalty marker came down well after the play had ended.
Bengals are getting in shoving matches by the
sportsmanlike conduct. Defense number 94. 15-yard penalty from the.
That's on Domata Peko. Peko's teammates were getting on him. That's why you saw the embrace trying to make up, and it's batted down by Dunlap.
Play by the defense and gets the Steeler in good field position.
And 2nd and 10 to Wheaton. Got him by the ankles and the ball's down. And I think Cincinnati has the recovery. Cincinnati football recovered by Iloka.
We are seeing playoff defense out here tonight so far.
And really, it wasn't anything to do exactly with Burfict. It's just that Wheaton lost control of it.
We do have technical difficulties out at the stadium right now. Paul Brown Stadium, the Bengals taking over here. 2nd and 12. A.J. McCarron dropping back to pass. Incomplete.
3rd down on the way.
Just missed some of my best work. Shoot.
3rd and 13. McCarron goes down the field, and it is intercepted by Blake. And Blake makes a nice move to get away from a couple of Cincinnati players, and finally brought down by Bernard at the 40.
Little out and up. It's not open, and it's badly underthrown, and it's underthrown for the main reason, just the rain. The football does not come out of his hand cleanly.
Not another one until now. Toussaint cuts back to the left and brings it to about the 37. And hold on a minute here. Timeout called by Cincinnati.
You were in practice yesterday.
Going to have to go to it. 2nd down, handoff to Todman, who has made some explosive runs when given the chance.
Getting receivers open, that's the problem for the Steelers.
1st and 10. This time only one. Now Luga there to meet him. Tomorrow on CBS, as you see a flag come down, what does Vladimir Putin's war in Syria look like?
After the play, personal foul, offense number 73. 15-yard penalty, the down counts. 2nd down.
You should know the flag is going to be thrown.
2nd and 25. And Roethlisberger goes down the field. Open is Brown. And he's got the catch near the 20. Got to get to the 19. Here comes the blitz. Perfect over the top. Pass. There was contact. Adam Jones defending. No flag. Intended for Antonio Brown. Made 29 field goals during the regular season. This from 39 out. And the kick by Boswell. Center cut. And Jones watches that one fly over his head.
D. Dalton wasn't the starter because the story about him not winning a playoff game, well, you can't have it there if he's not starting. But I'll just
resort to the gloves after throwing the interception in game action, knowing you weren't comfortable enough to start the game with it.
It has to be a terrible. Of course, we know it's a terrible feeling for Andy Dalton right now.
Would have been a terrible feeling for A.J. McCarron had Shazier held on to that one. Now, see what he has on this pass. 3rd and 6 on the way. 2:02 to go. By the way, the Steelers have 3 timeouts if they're able to make a stop here. Pass got a little high. No doubt about that. It was intended for A.J. Green. That have anything to do with the gloves? That one being high?
He threw it where he wanted to. He threw a lot of these in the first game against the Steelers when he came in. That was just a little off target.
Bengals are going to punt coming out of the 2-minute warning. Very short work. Once again on that last possession as Huber hits the ground. There is no flag. And the fair catch is made at the other end by Antonio Brown. 51-yard punt. Sets up the Steelers. Back at the 25, and then the little throw to Toussaint. And he's got 16 for 43 for Toussaint. That's Heath Miller. He had 10 catch performances in both games this year. Kirkpatrick gets up limping on the tackle. And the clock runs down inside of 1:30, Phil.
Yeah, it does. Good. Not a big rush here by Ben Roethlisberger. Doesn't need to because he has 3 timeouts. But that's why Heath Miller catches a lot of passes. He blocks, then releases. The defense drops back. Yeah, Ben Roethlisberger throws it short.
The officials stop the action because Kirkpatrick has has now fallen to the ground.
It's a big reason why we have a 3-0 score here.
And again, they split the two regular season matchups. There is a slashing Brown looking for the sideline and find. Leon Hall came in for Kirkpatrick, by the way. Here's Roethlisberger standing in the pocket, and it's dropped by Toussaint. Could have had that one. Chris Lewis Harris has come in as an extra defensive back. Marker down at the line of scrimmage. Open in the middle of the field is Brown at the 27. The play went for 17.
Illegal formation, offense. Number 73 was the end man on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
Word from the Bengals bench that Nelson will not return. He's out for the remainder. 2nd and 15. Big Ben throws. Oh, what a hit. And holding on to it is Wheaton, and the flag is out.
Berger protected.
Rolling the field is a catch. Personal foul. Defense, number 36. Half the distance to the goal. Hit on a defenseless player.
Around, right down the middle, you'll see, oh, what a route, though. What a throw by Roethlisberger.
Who's throwing again. And it's incomplete. Brown, the receiver. Ray on the coverage. Wins this one. Kansas City goes to New England. The Cincinnati. And that would send the Chiefs out to Denver as Toussaint's held to no gain. And a timeout call here by Pittsburgh. Here's Roethlisberger to the, oh no, it's short of the end zone. It's off the hands of Ray. 30-yard attempt coming up for Boswell.
Got away with the interception, that's for sure.
And the kick is good.
Got to give some easy plays to A.J. McCarron and get him in the flow and get him confidence. You know, for a young quarterback, even a veteran quarterback, you would do that. And we've talked about, and we've seen many times, the Steelers will give you some of those underneath throws.
I don't know, after this quarter alone, throwing the interception, fumbling 2 other times, although the Bengals recovered them both. It's exactly what I would have expected right here.
Oh, yeah.
Kneel down and on to the half. The home playoff teams haven't scored yet in 6 quarters.
Well, it's just the second game, but that's you're right. And what's the other stat that you told me about home? The quarterbacks that are
the visiting quarterbacks on Wild Card Weekend have 37 postseason starts. The home quarterbacks this weekend, the 4-0 before today. Went for 14, but other than that, the Bengals had -4 yards on the ground.
I like what Boomer said. I thought it might be more of a factor. Spread the offense out. Giovanni Bernard, they're thinking pass, and give him some space to try to make people miss inside.
Here's a guy looking for space. Adam Jones. And he is hit by Vince Williams.
Playoff game, an athletic, fast defense. You got to help the young quarterback.
There's Hill for a couple. That gives 2nd and 8. And the quick toss hammered down right away. Marvin Jones hit by Gay on him. Again, 1 catch for Green for 4 yards. Here's the 3rd and 3. McCarron goes on the run. And he hits his target. It's Sanu for the first down. Again, minutes to go in the first quarter. Over 22 minutes on the game clock since their previous first down. Here's McCarron loading it up and overthrows his target and almost got intercepted by Blake for the 2nd time. 2nd and 10. Hill finally has an opening. Has a first down and a whole lot more. Down to the 30-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds by Timmons.
That he's healthy now.
Longest play of the night for either side from the 29. McCarron has the ball come out of his hands, and that's a free football. And it's recovered by Cam Thomas, and it slips out of his hands. William Gay taken off for his 2nd touchdown of the year against the Steelers, against the Bengals. Gay takes it all the way. If they don't rule Thomas down, got all kinds of things to check here. Was it a fumble? Was it a pass? Celebration penalty coming against the Steelers, too.
That's Jarvis Jones getting around Whitworth and just reaches out and hits it.
The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by Pittsburgh. Runner was not ruled down by contact after recovering the fumble. The rule in the field is a
There you
score.
go. Cam Thomas was never
Unsportsmanlike.
down.
Pittsburgh, after the play, 2 players demonstration. That penalty will be enforced on the succeeding kickoff.
Mike Carey, there's no chance that could be ruled a pass.
No, the ball comes out clearly before the hand comes forward. That's a fumble recovered by the defense.
How about Thomas? Did you see him, the ball come out before he was down?
Now let's check that one out too.
I think that's the biggest question is Cam Thomas, was he down? The William Gay return will not stand. This was Cam Thomas making the recovery, and he is down, tackled by Bowling.
After reviewing the play, after the recovery, the defender's left knee was down at the 49-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Pittsburgh, but after the 15-yard penalty at the 36-yard line, right hash. Please reset the game clock to 12-13. 12-1-3 on the game clock, please.
Drake Kirkpatrick, who was injured late in the first half, is back out at corner. And here comes a end around for Bryant. Oh, look at him get through traffic. And there's Kirkpatrick I just mentioned, trying to give chase to Bryant and forces him out of bounds near the 20.
Put his head down and stayed with it.
And he's hurt again. I just finished saying that he had returned after being shaken up late in the second quarter. And now he's able to at least jog to the sideline, but the Steelers to give to Todman. Makes a couple of jump cuts.
So couldn't you do it in Providence?
2nd and 6. By the way, Kirkpatrick set out one snap. He was back in on that play. No gain for Todman that time. The extra receiver from the 16 with pressure to the end zone and incomplete. Adam Jones had Hayward Bay covered up. But the 3rd time now they call him Boswell. This from 34. And he makes the margin. 9.
Hold on to it. Take a sack or run.
Here's Boswell. And again, doing a good job.
Some type of gimmick play in a game.
1st and 10. Handoff Bernard. And runs into the wall to win the Super Bowl up in Detroit. Super Bowl 40. Here's McCarron down the sideline, and A.J. Green has his biggest play of the night. Had only one catch before it. We got a Steeler staff member down. Gain of 22. To the ground. Will Allen comes up on Hill.
And, you know, it was a really good
Bernard on the Bernard on the carry there.
But I trust that these footballs stay dry.
2nd and 11. Sidearms this one. Dropped by Bernard. But Allen was right there again. 3rd and 11. Pocket breaking down on him, so he has to roll out. Throws on the run to the sideline. And Hubert, punting for the 6th time tonight, gets the fair catch. From the 18, there's the give to Toussaint. He saw that if he cut back to his right side, there'd be a lane there, and he took advantage for 7. Toussaint doing a fine job in here. Got an injured Bengal on the field. I believe it's Wallace Gilberry. Yes, it is. Toussaint. Again, a nice cut to pick up the 1st down. Got a new set of downs at the 30. Nothing this time. Maualuga blew up that play. And here they come. On the blitz. They find the open man. Brown got away. And he's cutting to the far sideline. Kirkpatrick is blocked. And Brown finally is tackled at the 10-yard line.
That means good. And watch to your right. Watch Roethlisberger. Brown just goes across. He's the inside of 3 receivers, so you just can't pinpoint where he's going to be. And Roethlisberger stood on that back leg, just stayed back nice. He does. That's why he sees it so well. He's done it many, many times.
Toussaint. So after a 60-yard play, this one goes for nothing, and now there's a little scrum at the goal line. DeCastro's on the bottom of the pile.
What happened is David DeCastro just blocks. Couldn't see who it was. Drove his guy all the way. Perfect that time, I think it is. Castro, the right guard.
Yeah, he's on perfect.
Yep, got him, and that fight's not on, and he takes him down.
From the gun, Roethlisberger in zone bound, and it is a touchdown. Martavis Bryant living up to the challenge.
Top of your screen, number 10, little fake curl inside. Then look at the separation it gives him against Kirkpatrick and Roethlisberger right on target.
Well, look at the catch. As he tried to control it, make sure he didn't lose it. This is an amazing acrobatic effort from behind.
I was so busy watching around.
And a flip.
Does he keep control?
Yes. Waiting to find out if this is official.
After reviewing the play, the ruling of a touchdown stands.
Wow. He played back forever. Now we're going to go for 2 here, say the Steelers.
They love this. Mike Tomlin says, I agree. Go ahead and go here. We're going to make it more than we miss.
Roethlisberger looking for options. Zings it back of the end zone, incomplete. That was for Wheaton. They had
Absolutely.
Now the skies have opened up again. So 15-0 Made it very clear. This is coming from Love, but it's time you toughen up. That's what he had said. There's A.J. Green's 3rd catch.
Good throw by A.J. McCarron on the previous play.
All kinds of time here, and it bounces off the hands. Marker is down. Bernard unable to grab hold of it.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number 22. 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Penalty on William Gay gives the February 6 only CBS from the 36. Giovanni Bernard, there's that quickness. And that was a tackle by Mike Mitchell. That
easier to run those type of draws up inside with Bernard.
It went for 12. Here he is again into the hands of Shazier. Flag is out. Helmet is down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
With a couple of penalties helping the cause for them. Here's the throw over to Sanu, and I think that was a backwards pass. Yes. Yeah, they are marked out of bounds at the 43. What were they trying to do there?
Just trying to get
pass out of bounds.
Just trying to get some motion, some fake, throw the screen to the outside to fool the defense. In other words, fake the run. Here he comes around, look down the field, and here's the drop. The secondary receiver is Sanu, but the throw happened so quick, he doesn't get in front of the quarterback. Remember, it says forward pass. The ball must go forward. If it goes sideways, that's a fumble.
Well, it's a loss of 7. He's back to the gloves now as, again, the rain has intensified.
Cincinnati has challenged the ruling of a backward pass versus a forward pass. We'll review the play.
I don't see him winning this challenge. He's their defense quality control special teams assistant.
The play, it's an incomplete forward pass. Please reset the game clock to 3:33. 3:33 on the game clock. Second down, 35-yard line. Cincinnati is not charged with a timeout. The game clock will start on the snap.
Doing.
That's a good point.
Well, they'll stop later to Arizona. People now get it. Here's Eifert. Eifert to the 28. Perhaps of the game so far, 3rd and 3. It's their deepest penetration so far. And Sanu secures it for the first. 1 interception. Delay give. Giovanni Bernard. Not able to make a move around to it, nor Dupree.
Every play of the game as defensive linemen tough to do.
2nd and 9. Shazier coming in on him, and he had to get rid of it. Backing off the blitz, giving McCarron time. Goes underneath, and he is smashed. Shazier lays out Bernard, and Shazier comes up with the football. Whistles. Shazier takes it all the way to the goal line, but They have whistled the play dead, and meanwhile Bernard has barely moved.
Oh. He launched himself, used the top of his helmet. But Bernard has caught the ball, turned, so that's why no flag was thrown, probably. He caught it, was turning into a runner there, Jim. Watch him as he turns. He's caught it.
Uh-oh. Look at that. Look at midfield here. Jeremy Hill's about to take on 4 Steelers. Stephon Tuitt's over there with his helmet off. So is Timmons and a couple others, and that had the potential to be a whole lot worse. As far as that breaking into something no one wanted to see.
They determined that that was not a defenseless receiver, just a very unfortunate hit.
For Cincinnati.
Well, that was a...
Oh, Tomlin showing the challenge flag. He might want to say, yep, there it comes. He's going to say Bernard made the catch. No doubt, concussion protocol.
The previous play of down by contact, which is a fumble, with a clear recovery by Pittsburgh. We'll review the play.
Sequence of events. If this goes against their side, wait to hear this.
It is a fumble. It'll be a Pittsburgh football, 1st and 10, 37. Please retest the game clock to 1:37, please. 1:37 on the game clock. Pittsburgh is not charged with the timeout.
So, and you can hardly imagine there won't be some other incident before this game's over. This is just starting to flare up as a flag comes out. Toussaint's carry for a couple. End zone being tossed.
Holding. Offense number 72. 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
Team doesn't get out of control.
Well, I think it already is. 1st and 20. As Todman has 2-yard pickup. Okay. 2nd and 18. Blitz going long and over the head of Wheaton, who was tightly covered down the field by Chris Lewis Harris. Roethlisberger in trouble. Decked at the 3 by Perfect, who has the football, but the quarterback is hurt. Roethlisberger
Fell on his shoulder.
Oh boy.
Yep. Got pinned. Couldn't protect himself. He opened. Roethlisberger playing safe. He knows he's got the lead. And there you see the weight just falls right on him.
But could set all kinds of consequences for the quarterback and his throwing shoulder.
Shoulder, chest, ribs. It could be anything.
4th and 30. They don't even have to snap it here in the quarter. And they're going to wait till the 4th.
Wow.
They have been making now some stadium announcements urging the crowd to settle down. Well, during that timeout, Roethlisberger carted in and debris was being thrown at him. The crowd was actually even cheering as Roethlisberger was taken to the locker room. The punt's a short one. Gets a rollout to about the 46.
And we just saw where Ben Roethlisberger went.
Karen's throw. He missed Croft that time, covered by Timmons.
The linebackers have been terrific.
2nd and 10. McCarron, long ball time. Down the field it goes. He had it for a moment. A flag is out. Green was interfered with.
Was not full. They just didn't react to the ball well.
Defense number 20. Automatic 1st down, spot on the ball.
A.J. Green's going deep. Boy, 2 double moves on one play.
Number 70.
And that second one's what got.
Everyone in tight. Hill stopped a yard short.
Great tackle by Vince Williams that time.
With 11. They give it to him. And he's in for the touchdown. Extra point Nugent is good.
Welcome back to Cincinnati. Initial reports from the Bengals is that, or from the Steelers, excuse me, is that Ben Roethlisberger has a right shoulder injury. His return is questionable. He remains in the X-ray room right now. As soon as we receive any more information, I will pass it on to you, Jim.
Okay, Tracy. Ben came in and relieved Landry Jones week 10 against Cleveland. And now Jones has to come into this game in relief of Ben. Starts from the shotgun. Ball's in the air and incomplete. It was Sims who got a hand on it.
Around a quarterback and let your weight fall on him. It was close.
It's Todman taken off. Sean Williams bats the ball out of his hands in the game. Two Suns. And they're playing with their 4th and 5th.
Roethlisberger, they did pick up Michael Vick. It didn't go well. They put him back in there from all the preseason work.
In trouble, no chance. The Bengals double up and get him. Dunlap and Sims. 3rd and 17. It's Bryant with the Bengals having that one completely covered up. Boy, that was close. Fair catch by Tate at the 13.
Got a lot of side action to go along with it.
Here's McCarron setting up screen to Hill. He's got room. He's got 10 and a first down.
The rule was instituted in 1995.
1st and 10 for McCarron. Gonna dump it off underneath. And Hill races out for another 13. Yeah, more than a little.
Well, we saw how the defense dropped back. Great job.
As Burkhead getting a chance to handle it. McCarron, he's got running room. Eyeing that first down marker, and he's close. He'll come back into the game after sitting down for a couple of plays. McCarron's throw should have been caught. Off the hands of Eifert, then nearly intercepted by Mike Mitchell. He's not in the game. Sanu is. 2nd and 10. He's going to take off again. He's going to slide for 1.
Well, look at him right now, how far he is going back. Why is he getting all the way back there? Because he wants to see what's going on and make sure A.J. Green or one of those receivers, they get open deep, he can chase them down the sideline.
Timeout Cincinnati. They're blitzing. Gets the pass away. Diving catch by Eifert.
Roethlisberger made Antonio Brown against the blitz.
Sideline and a catch by Green. Down by Gay right away.
Bridge to A.J. Green.
7 minutes remaining. They go to the ground. And fighting for the first is Hill in the first half, now with 15 in this half. Again to Hill. Backs in for a couple more. Moats met him there after 2.
If they had made it, then maybe the Bengals would have went for 2 and be 16-6. A lot of ifs.
2nd and 8 pass for Jones, incomplete. Blake on the coverage. McCarron gives it up to Burkhead. Harrison's there. And Harrison takes him out of bounds short of the first. We'll call it 36 now as they step back a little bit more with Hubert. Here's the kick, and it is good. And wait till you see this development. Look who's back, ready to go. Ben Roethlisberger. Tracy, you were backstage to see what happened. What can you tell us?
That's right, Jim. We saw him go directly into the x-ray room. He spent about 10 minutes inside there, and then he was carted out without his pads, no sling on whatsoever, into the locker room. They made arrangements to get his pads and everything back on, and I was told he's coming back out and going to try and get back out there, guys.
Wow. Jones throw, and it's caught. Down in 4. Hodman dives just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Dunlap had a read on that play.
Those underneath throws.
Here's a 3rd and 4 play. Jones down the field and incomplete. And no flag. Leon Hall on the coverage of Antonio Brown to return. Had his only 2nd fair catch of the season earlier in this game. A dangerous threat. He's going to have a chance to handle it here. Spins around and goes. Adam Jones to the 45 of Pittsburgh.
The play, the defense changed its play also.
And McCarron, little jump pass. And the shoestring catch by Hill for 3. 2nd and 7. Steeler blitz, quick pass, and it's pulled down for the catch by Marvin Jones. No, I think that one, there's no question at all, as McCarron's in trouble and is able to get rid of it. It was Shazier. Here they come on another blitz. William Gay blitzing, leaving open Jones. Hammered down after the first down by Moats.
In case he saw it, he did, or they could make the tackle.
Converting on 4th down. Now on 1st down, McCarron scrambles out of what could have been a sack and picks up 3. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. Coming down to the wire. Unbelievable night here. You're watching the NFL on CBS. Having entered this quarter down 15-0. Here's McCarron. And that pass, errant throw in the direction of Mohamed Sanu.
A.J. McCarron a chance to win this game.
Here's a 3rd and 7. And McCarron goes down the field, and it's caught. Breeds in for the touchdown. The end zone tonight against the Steelers.
Good job, and also what happened that time, did you see A.J. McCarron was looking to the right?
Shift in the formation. Little toss over the hill. The Steelers are all over it and deny him.
And had the perfect defense to get that touchdown.
Short kick. Return opportunity for Wheaton. But the Bengals have it covered up, including Smith. And we've got another pushing and shoving match going on near the 35-yard line.
Guess who's in it? I mean, he just looked like Vontaze Burfict once again was involved.
To get an attempt at a winning field goal. Jones, middle of the field, and that is intercepted, and it's Burfict who comes away with the football. He better be down because he's running the wrong way. I mean, what is going on here? 5 Bengals ran right up the ramp to the locker room, including Burfict with the football. Question is, was he down? I believe he was.
Watch what he does, though. 55. What a job. Contact, he's down. Contact takes him to the ground. There it is on the ground also.
Yeah, the game is not over. The Steelers have all the timeouts. Here's Hill. Jarvis Jones. Ball is out. Shazier had it for a moment, and now it's picked up by Cockrell. Let's see here. They're going to rule that Hill was down here. Still got it. That was the stripped away by Shazier. Did the elbow touch first, or was the ball coming out? is coming out. This situation had been.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands as called. 1st and 10.
And look who's coming out. I'm looking across the way. Ben Roethlisberger trots onto the field. Can Roethlisberger throw it at all? Flings it over to Bryant. Bryant in traffic. Makes a nice couple of moves and picks up 8. Trying to drive them to put them in range for Chris Boswell.
Good play to test that arm out with the shoulder, whatever's bothering him. The screen play to get him moving.
Roethlisberger's throw is incomplete. Brown wasn't quite ready for it. 54 seconds. Steelers still have all the timeouts. Cincinnati's going to use one of its 2 that it had remaining. 3rd and 2. Rushing 3. Roethlisberger lofts it. And quite a catch by Toussaint. Had to adjust. And he goes. Roethlisberger swings it over to Toussaint. Gets a move to get around Lewis Harris. And near another first. And Pittsburgh's got to take a timeout here.
Getting in this position. Time is still on his side if he has to throw it short.
Here he is on 1st down and under pressure. Throws it incomplete. Going to the other side from Brown to Bryant. And Iloka cuts him off. 32 seconds. Trying to cross him up on the ground. Toussaint got tripped up. That was Michael Johnson who saved what would have, in all likelihood, been a 1st down carry.
Yeah, it would have been a 1st down.
Look at this.
Michael Johnson on the ground making a tackle on that is something since he's come back from Tampa Bay.
It's going to be 4th down coming up at Pittsburgh timeout right now at 2 on the clock. Timeout, Bengals. Final 1. 4th and 3. Roethlisberger has the 1st down. Brown to the 48.
They call the timeout immediately.
Roethlisberger from the pocket. Middle of the field, incomplete.
Personal foul.
Oh, a flag does come in.
Went to the head.
Lewis Harris is going to be flagged for this on the hit on Antonio Brown, and it's going to put the Steelers in field goal range. Burfict was in there too.
Burfict is coming across the field. I saw it. I thought it was him.
Yeah, and I know that they both were in on the coverages at 55 or 37.
Personal foul, defense number 55. 15-yard penalty. Automatic 1st down.
Burfict in the end.
Definitely took the shot to the head. You could see it live. Marvin Lewis, before this drive started, was talking on the sideline the whole time, it seemed like, to Vontaze Burfict, and yes.
Oh, my goodness. Brown is still down.
Of course. Flagrant.
Out of control.
Out of control. It's going to be everything. That's going to be suspension, fine.
It may cost his team a game.
Before this drive started, Marvin Lewis was on the sideline with him talking to him the whole time to make sure that he controlled his emotions when he went back out on the field.
I don't think that message resonated as much as Marvin tried. Brown is on his feet, and now there's a little flare up again. An official just got pushed, and now this is just a penalty against Cincinnati. They're just going to make this a chip shot field goal and lose their season over it. Burfict thinks it might be against Pittsburgh.
He's on the sideline versus his own coach.
is huge because it's going to have everything to do with this field goal attempt.
Well, it's really huge, but it's sad. I mean, we knew coming into the game that anything you did was going to be watched closely, and the officials, John Perry, they tried to keep control of this game.
Personal foul. Defense number 24. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Adam Jones. There's Joey Porter, one of the assistants. He's had, of course, back in his playing days, scrapes. Then he got bumped. I don't know. It's been in so many different places tonight.
Yes.
Roethlisberger being taken off the field and
Fans cheering
the fact that he was injured. There's been a couple of times tonight you've wanted to use the word disgraceful. And it's certainly, it's what it is.
It's disgraceful. It's so many fronts by everybody. You know, I'm not going to blame the officials. I am not. They have tried. How many flags can they throw? How many penalties?
Well, I'm going to get back to the fact that this young man right here, first-year kicker, has a chance to put the Steelers ahead with 18 seconds to go. It's going to likely be a 35-yard attempt. They're not going to run another play, risk anything. Nobody has any timeouts. I guess they could have, in theory, run play and have a spike, but they're going to go ahead and go for the kick that in all likelihood will win it. And the Steelers are back ahead at 18-16. Adam Jones made this all the way down the field to a 35-yard field goal.
I mean, this has got to go down as one of the worst defeats ever imposed on yourself with the penalties.
So it all began with the Hill fumble just after Burfict had made an interception that looked like it could have possibly sealed it, and then the headhunting penalty called against Burfict, and then there's Joey Porter in the middle of things, the former Steeler linebacker, and there's Pac-Man Jones in the middle of it, and he draws a flag that makes the kick only a 35-yarder off the 15-yard penalty. You try to stitch that together, you try to write that story. There's 4 or 5 moments here in the last minute of the game that you just shake your head and you can't believe it.
The Bengals, Marvin Lewis, this game, how it unfolded, looking for his first playoff victory. You think it's over. We got the football.
Adam Jones. And he runs into Jarvis Jones. And tackled at the 24. 6 seconds to go. Jones was arguing his case to Perry.
Well, it's too late now. And all the great plays and stuff by Adam Jones and Vontaze Burfict. They had highlight reels here tonight in plays they made on the defensive side. None of it will be remembered, of course. Terrible day for the league.
McCarron launching it deep. Batted down by Shazier. And the game is over. The Steelers have come back behind Roethlisberger, re-entering the game and driving them with the aid of penalties to the game-winning field goal. I want to see what's going to happen down here on the field as the Steelers try to hurry to the ramp and to the exit.
Well, there's a lot of debris being thrown down on the field.